Hey y'all, and I am back to slay. Okay, so we got something a little different here. We got some crimps going on. I'm excited. She got two combs on the side, one comb in the back, and a 5-inch part. Okay, so per usual, you see your girl separating the main hair so I can get rid of this excess lace. Okay, and I take my scalpel. I'm just playing. I take my eyebrow archer and I'm removing the lace with that. And yeah, you already know why your girl likes to use the eyebrow archer. It gives a really uneven cut, and that's what you need. You don't want to cut your lace in a straight line. So as usual, I really didn't have a idea when styling this baby hair, but I did notice that it really wasn't too much room to really get uber creative with, because for some reason on this wig, the tracks were really close to the lace's edge, so I had to be very, very careful, and I had to style it enough, well enough to where you won't really notice the tracks that are really close to the lace's edge. Okay, so, and because this hair is a little on the lighter side, I definitely had to kind of go a little more dramatic with the baby hair, because sometimes light color hair doesn't show up when you glue your wig down, as pronounced as black hair does. So yep. So I'm just, doing some nice little baby hairs with my toothbrush, and all that good stuff. I definitely am a perfectionist. So if you see me combing it down and restarting, that is because I got to get it right, okay? So, working with synthetic hair is a whole nother monster compared to working with real hair. Is definitely like working with plastic, because it is plastic, right? I definitely noticed that it takes a little bit more finessing to achieve a certain shape, to get the, baby hair to bend, the way that you want it to bend, when styling this baby hair. It definitely takes, if you want to do an extravagant and more intricate design with your baby hair, it definitely takes a lot of finessing, y'all. It takes a lot of melting it in place with your blow dryer, okay? So, but when doing that, you don't want to do it too much, because you can singe and burn the hair, and you don't want that, girl. Trust me, okay? I definitely had to take some root touch-up and spray these hair roots, because they weren't as dark as I wanted them to be. So that's what you see me doing here. And I just used my the tail of my brush to protect the parts from getting any of the spray dye on there. So I take my Fit Me in the color 323 and I apply it to the parts. And of course, you already know I apply it to all of the gaps in between the baby hair and the main hair. And I definitely had to get a little bit of my liquid foundation on these tracks too, girl, because they came really close to the lace's edge than usual. So yeah, voila, look at those lips though. I definitely didn't want to comb this hair. Well, not comb it. I didn't want to brush this hair like talking about it. Because it got a little bit frizzy with me styling it. So I definitely had to go in with some mousse and, apply it to the crimps just to keep those crimps, nice and crimped for when I get ready to wear her, okay? So I definitely didn't want to brush it out or make it, really, fluffy and flared out. So that's what you see me doing, just putting a little bit of mousse on either side and a little bit of water you know, just to calm that frizzing down and to keep that pattern of the crimp style together. I definitely had to do that. And voila, isn't she lovely? Can't wait to wear her. Yay. And voila, she is all on. Oh my god. Okay, this is definitely my first crimp style wig I did on this channel. I definitely had to come through with the clips just to accentuate the crimps. And what do you know? It's gorgeous. So please, ladies, stay tuned to what I think about this lovely wig. What's her name? All the deets and all the goodness. Ciao. Hey JuiceDrops, JuicyNashae here, and I'm back with another beautiful wig to show you ladies. Okay, and what's her name, girl? Her name is old too, you know, but I'm pretty sure there's someone within my generation who had the unfortunate displeasure of being named Patrice. No offense to all the Patrices out there, okay? But this wig name is what? You guessed it, Patrice. Yes, that is her name. And what color do I have Miss Patrice in? I have her in a T1B/130. Okay? Now, before I really get off into all the things about Miss Patrice, I'm going to add her further details here. Okay, now that we're back from Patrice's details, let's get into her 360 here. Alright y'all, now that we're back from Patrice's 360, I'm going to let you ladies know 3 pros about Patrice. Okay, pro number 1 for this beautiful wig is it holds the crimps. It really does. This crimp style, in the way that it's kind of like clumped together, I guess, you know, because when you first take her out the box, she has a lot of bands around the crimps in order to keep the integrity of the crimp style. And I have been wearing her for about 2.5 days now. And I would definitely have to say I expected these crimps to be all over the place, to be wiry, to be poofy, and to be frizzy. But surprisingly, she's not, okay? I would definitely have to say I did have to spray her once or twice with some water. I also put some oil and some styling mousse in her. So let me show you ladies what I used. This is product number 1 that I used in Patrice in order to keep her shiny and hydrated and oiled up. Okay, don't pay attention to how raggedy my nails look. And I also used some good old H2O. Okay, all right. And any kind of water isn't good to put in these synthetic wigs. If you put faucet water in these synthetic wigs and your wig dries out, that's why. Because a lot of faucet water and public drinking water has a lot of chlorine and bleach in it. So I used distilled water. You know, I guess I'm Bughetto like that. I don't be knowing. But I take the distilled water that I buy and drink and cook with, and I put me a little bit in my spray bottle, and that is what I use on my wigs. And it definitely makes a difference. You'll notice a difference. You really would. And so, and I also use this mousse right here. Okay, this is the this is the highest volume holding mousse that I could find on the market. They don't really make a lot of mousse that, you know, crunches your hair up, you know, like it used to do back in the day. But anywho, so those are the 3 products that I use in this wig to maintain the crimps. And I also make sure to not run my fingers through it too much. And I use this comb, you know, just to tangle the ends really quickly, as so. I only use this comb to detangle this wig if I have to. And so far, since I've been wearing it for about 2.5 days, I haven't really had to tackle it with the comb. Okay, pro number 2 for Patrice, I would definitely have to say this color, y'all. This color is a T1B/130, and I like it. I like it a lot. You know, it's giving me that real pretty, fiery orange and stuff. And it transitions. It shouldn't be called a 1B at all, because I definitely had to spray the roots to make it a little darker, because I love dark roots. And I would say that the color should have been named 4/130, because this is all brown, okay? There's no black in the roots at all. So the last and final pro for Miss Patrice, I would definitely have to say the volume. I know, this is a Bobbi Boss wig, but I'm not gonna lie, y'all. They have been supplying a little bit more hair and volume with these, you know, more affordable wigs. Okay, so I definitely would have to say I am, you know, impressed because usually Bobbi Boss will give you a great hairline and skimpy hair, or vice versa. But this time I would definitely have to say they were not stingy with the volume of hair that they give you. Okay, all right. So before I get to the cons for Miss Patrice, and you better believe there's cons, but before I do get to that, I am gonna get to the close-up. So it's time for me to get in your face. All right. So I decided to do some cute wispy baby hair when styling this really gorgeous wig. I wanted to go just a little bit more like dramatic with the baby hair, because like I said, the roots are supposed to be a 1B, but the roots are really like a 4. Okay, like they're brown. So when you style brown baby hair, it doesn't really stand out, especially if you are my color, medium color, you know, or lighter. You're not gonna really be able to see the baby hair on your forehead. Okay, so I kind of had to get a little big and flare it out with the baby hair. Okay, so yeah, that is what I did. I just did a cute little simple style with the baby hair, and I noticed that the tracks came really close to the baby hair's edge. I mean, this that you see painted right here is tracks. Okay, see, they even came really close to tracks right there. So I definitely had to go over that with my foundation in order to cover that up. In order to give the illusion of scalp, I definitely had to go a little bit over the tracks, because they really didn't give you much room to play with when it comes to styling your baby hairs and getting it, you know, really creative like I like to get with my baby hair. Okay, they really didn't allow that with this Patrice wig. Okay, they was like, look, we're gonna give y'all some baby hair, but make it enough. Okay, so yeah, so that's what I did. And I added these really cute clips, you know, the $ baby and the Taurus, because you know your girls stay representing for Taurus gang. Taurus gang. Okay, I'm gonna get out your face now. Now that we're done with the close-up, let's segue into the cons. Con number 1, in true Bobbi Boss fashion, she's tight. She's small. The cap on Patrice is small, y'all. Okay, so in order to wear this wig comfortably, y'all, I definitely had to cut both of the adjustable straps in the back, because your girl needed more room for this jughead of mine. Okay, I don't know what it is about Bobbi Boss, but they don't believe in big-headed girls, okay? And when they do, they're sacrificing something else. Like, you know, you might have a more comfortable wig, but you got less hair. you know, I don't know what it is with Bobbi Boss, but please get it together, because big head girls such as myself love you guys' wigs too, okay? We like to wear your guys' wigs too, okay? So anywho, this wig would probably fit ladies who have a 22-inch head and less. All right. So moving on, con number 2 for Miss Patrice is she does tangle and shed. She doesn't tangle and shed as much. And like I said, ladies, I try my best not to brush her with a brush. I try my best to, you know, comb her gently as possible with a wide tooth comb in order to, you know, keep the integrity and shape of these hair crimps, okay? So when I did that, when I did comb her out, the very few times that I have combed her out over the span of these 2 days, I did get some shedding. Let me see if I'm gonna get any shedding from you ladies right now. Let me see. While we on the subject of shedding, as you can see, ladies, she does shed, okay? Please don't pay attention to the nails, because I'm wrong for that. Okay, so she does shed and she does tangle, but not as bad as I expected her to, being a crimp wig, okay? So moving on, is there a third con? Alright, so the third and final con for Patrice, I would definitely have to say, y'all, they don't give you enough room with the laces edge in order to, you know, comfortably style your baby hair. Now, I was able to pull off this really cute baby hairstyle, but if you were a nosy person and I allowed you to get 6 feet close to me and get all of my grill and all up in my face, you would probably see that I had to slightly brush over the tracks that they brought all the way close to the baby hair. I mean, I'm not used to that. I'm used to having, you know, even with fixed part wigs, I'm used to having a decent size area to style my baby hair. And with Patrice, girl, you gotta make it enough, baby. You really do. Because if you try to do all that fancy swoopity swoop, scoop, scoop, swoopity doo type of baby hair, it's not gonna, no. And you know, and I tried to give it like a natural lift as well with this part right here. But girl, you would have seen all my tracks, girl. And we not going back to, you know, 1997, what tracks were showing. We're not gonna do that, okay? We've come past that, all right? So we're gonna stick with the illusion. We're gonna keep this hair down and flat at the front. So yeah, you'll be seeing all your girl business, okay? So that is the third and final con for Patrice. Now, what do I rate Patrice? I would definitely have to rate Miss Patrice. I give Miss Patrice a 7.5. Woo! Yay! Okay. I know y'all probably been watching my last few Bobbi Boss wig reviews and are like, girl, is they paying you? Has Bobbi Boss like put you on the payroll, JuicyNashae? No one's paying me. Unfortunately, because these wigs here is high. They is expensive and they show add up, okay? I still haven't figured out why Bobbi Boss is, you know, digging up all these old elderly names. But hey, I'm not tripping. As long as they continue to do, you know, quality stuff, then I will do reviews. So with that, ladies, thank y'all so much for watching my tutorial and wig review for Miss Patrice. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also, don't forget to follow your girl on Instagram at JuicyNashae as well. Bye, y'all.